was sharing with them, if people have understanding, there will be no competition. God, two people comes before God, makes up their mind to do everything He wants them to do. And then wisdom for prosperity begins to find expression in this man. Find expression. So he begins to. And before you know it, he prospers. Everything this other one does not secure wisdom for prosperity. Rather, it secures hunger for prayer. Hunger for prayer. And then he finds himself praying more. Every time he presses into God, it is appetite for prayer that is developed. So at the end of the day, two of them started from one point of decision. This one grows and becomes a prosperous man. This one grows and becomes a heavy intercessor. If you look at them and judge them from circumstance, you may be very wrong. This guy has everything that life has to offer. This guy is very, very poor in the natural. And then you say, this man is serving God right. You don't have understanding. Because if you judge them from the context of kingdom, this guy that has prosperity, all that is his is what he will eat and drink. Every other thing he has is for advancement of the kingdom. So the power God has given to him to advance the kingdom is wealth. This guy, all that he will need for eating and drinking, God will still provide. But the power God has given to him is prayer power to push the kingdom forward. So help me please. Prayer power to pull the kingdom forward. So if you don't see from the realm of God, you may be judging from natural things. And then you say, this man I've lost out. He's not wise. And then when you even come to preach, you start saying, some of these people that think spirituality is all about praying, all about fasting. You are not wise. There is a higher vista through which we see things from the realm of God. He said, thou shalt remember the Lord your God, for it is him that giveth thee power to get wealth. Why? That you may advance the covenants that he has given to your fathers even unto this day. This man with his 10 billion will not need to eat what this man cannot eat. All they need to eat is to be satisfied. Out of human appetite, he can go to tantalizers or go to extravaganzas and order for chicken, order for this. When he enters into his tummy, it is amino acid, glycogen, glucose. That's what is there. Because that's what the body needs. He is going for yogurt and chicken because of appetite. But what God is providing for him is amino acid, glycogen to strengthen him. This guy will eat gari. When he goes to his stomach, it's glucose, glycogen to strengthen him. What God is interested in is not the appetite, it's the kingdom advancement. So he's not richer than this man. Both of them are equally rich. And what their body needs is the same. But he has power through finance and prosperity to advance the kingdom. He has power through prayer to advance the kingdom. This one, we call this one carnal. He doesn't have understanding. This one, we call this one foolish. He doesn't have understanding. So when you come to a point where you begin to make statements like this, you need to be schooled to have accurate understanding, so that when you begin to go far, as your path begin to journey through your purpose, you will not be discouraged. Because if we begin, some of us may journey into wealth, and we will thank God that we made the decision. Some of us will be led to where we'll be slaughtered. But that place where our blood touches the ground, it becomes a memorial. Sometimes the kind of death you receive is what will justify the life you have lived. Some of us, it's our death that will give us relevance, not our lives. When we make this kind of decision, it will open a lot of paths and a lot of channels. If you don't have understanding, you may end up distracting yourself. So when you are close to a point where heaven wants to partner with you, when the government of Zion wants to make an appearance, that is when you back out and say, God, I don't tire. Not only me, they serve God. Let me go and look for a job. Then you go and start doing business. This is why we begin by hearing heaven first. And we continue hearing heaven in order to stay accurate. You are taught Christianity of principles. Principles don't make men. Principles result in dislocation. Dislocation. The men whose life you are itemizing as principles, they didn't leave them as principles. Those were the things they caught in heaven, and it was peculiar to them. You go study their life and you gather principle. You pick one from Daniel, pick one from Paul. Who told you they live the same lives? They secured what they were living from the spirit realm. The goal of God for every one of us is to be able to access that realm. Because you may be a politician, I may be a preacher, and she may be a singer. You may be an artist. What principle are we going to apply? We need to catch wisdom from the name of God. Because my own principle as a preacher may be to pray and fast every day for 5 hours. You are a politician. If you do that, you will never attain to the corridor of power. You are an artist. Your principle may be watch other people, learn the skill from them, develop your phonetics, develop your acting skill. That's your own. The moment I try to pick what you are doing, I'll be dislocated. That's why you see apostles today in businesses, and you see politicians carrying the mic. So every day they carry the mic. They talk about money. You need to give to God. You know, God loves you. You need to. All their message is money. They are businessmen. They want to use the gospel to justify it. They are businessmen. That's their DNA. They can't preach any other thing. At the center of it all, it's you that I see. It's you that I see. At the center of it all, it's you that I see. It's you that I